The health of a United States president is not merely a private matter. It is a critical issue of national security and public confidence. This principle was recently highlighted by the scrutiny surrounding President Donald Trump's health. Following observations of visible bruising on his hand and noticeable swelling in his legs, the president publicly confirmed undergoing an unscheduled magnetic resonance imaging (MRI) scan. While he quickly deemed the results perfect, the White House failed to disclose the specific medical reason the advanced imaging was ordered. This non-disclosure, occurring only months after a standard annual physical, immediately fueled widespread media speculation and public concern about undisclosed medical problems. Later, White House medical sources partially addressed the issue, attributing the leg swelling to chronic venous insufficiency, CVI. CVI is a common, manageable condition in older adults where the leg veins struggle to return blood to the heart. The partial revelation aimed to minimize alarm, classifying the condition as a non-life-threatening nuisance. However, the initial secrecy surrounding the MRI, a diagnostic tool often used to investigate neurological or orthopedic issues, created an information vacuum that the CVI diagnosis failed to fully fill. The core analytical problem remains. In the absence of transparency, even a benign diagnosis is viewed with suspicion, and the political cost of appearing weak outweighs the desire for privacy. Reasons for secrecy and resultant consequences. The decision to withhold comprehensive medical details is rooted in a political calculus that prioritizes the projection of strength and stability, particularly for a high-profile, aging leader seeking office. Reasons for secrecy. 1. Political vulnerability. Opponents consistently weaponize health disclosures to question a candidate's fitness or stamina. Any condition, regardless of severity, can be inflated into a narrative of frailty, potentially costing votes. 2. Maintaining presidential image. The presidential office demands an image of vigor and complete competency. Revealing a need for advanced, unscheduled diagnostic testing contradicts this image, especially when the president is 79, one of the oldest individuals to hold the office. 3. Historical precedent. Presidential health secrecy has a long, if regrettable, history. From Grover Cleveland's clandestine surgery for a cancerous jaw tumor, to Franklin D. Roosevelt's effort to conceal his polio and heart failure. This tradition often defaults to minimizing perceived risks. Consequences of non-disclosure. The primary consequence of secrecy is the erosion of public trust. When the official narrative is incomplete, the public and media are incentivized to fill the gap with the most sensational or concerning speculation. This shift redirects national focus away from substantive policy debates and towards the president's personal health, which can destabilize domestic and international perceptions of leadership. Furthermore, secrecy triggers renewed discussions about the efficacy of the 25th Amendment, which outlines procedures for replacing a president who is deemed unable to discharge the powers and duties of the office. Prediction and solutions for reform. Prediction. Given the demographics of current and future presidential candidates, health concerns will remain a central and increasingly volatile issue in U.S. politics. Unless standardized norms are implemented, every observable symptom, from bruising to a slight change in gait, will be amplified into a full-blown political crisis. Campaigns will continue to leverage secrecy for tactical advantage, but the resultant media speculation will inevitably force reactive, late-stage partial disclosures, compounding rather than solving the trust deficit. The public appetite for transparency, fueled by modern media, will continue to clash with the traditional political impulse for concealment. Solutions for systematic reform. To mitigate the political damage and restore public confidence, the U.S. should establish an independent, standardized protocol for presidential health disclosure. 4. Independent medical panel. Congress should establish a nonpartisan panel, perhaps composed of former U.S. Surgeons General or leading medical ethics experts, tasked with reviewing the president's and major candidates' medical records. This panel would issue an objective, comprehensive summary report annually, answering two critical questions. Is the individual currently fit to execute the duties of the office? Do they have any medical condition that might result in their being unable to complete their term? 5. Mandatory material disclosure. The medical team must operate under clear guidelines to disclose any condition that could impair judgment, capacity, or longevity in office. The focus should shift from personal privacy to the public's right to know material information. Health facts relevant to the functioning of the government. 6. Comprehensive cognitive screening. Given the age of contemporary candidates, mandatory, regular, and independently verified cognitive assessments should be integrated into the annual physical examination, with results summarized in the independent report. Implementing such reforms would shift the power of disclosure away from political operatives and towards medical professionals, providing voters with the necessary, objective information to judge a candidate's fitness without sacrificing essential privacy or promoting dangerous speculation.